Airline tricks exposed, 10 secrets passengers never notice. Ever think airports are just long lines, overpriced coffee, and moving walkways? Think again. Behind those shiny walls, there's a hidden world, some clever, some creepy, and some downright shocking. From secret surveillance spots to hidden traps designed to make you spend more, airports aren't as innocent as they seem. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 10 airport secrets airlines hope you never discover. Number 1, the overbooking game airlines don't want you talking about. Imagine this. You've got your ticket in hand, your seat is confirmed, and you're ready to board. But when you get to the gate, suddenly there's a problem. No seat for you. How? Welcome to the world of overbooking. Airlines intentionally sell more tickets than there are seats on the plane. Why? Because their data shows a percentage of travelers will cancel or simply not show up. Sounds smart for them, right? Except when everyone actually shows up and someone gets bumped. That sorry for the inconvenience isn't random, it's calculated, it's legal, and it's all about squeezing every last dollar out of every flight. So the next time you hear an airline begging for volunteers to take a later flight, remember, it wasn't an accident. It was part of the plan all along. But as sneaky as that sounds, what happens mid-flight can be even more unsettling. Number 2, the language you're not supposed to understand. Airlines have a secret vocabulary, one you were never meant to hear if something serious happens on board, like a medical emergency or even a passenger passing away mid-flight. The crew won't announce it directly. Instead, they use code phrases that sound harmless to everyone else. Words like Jim Wilson's or Operation Sunrise might drift over the intercom, and most travelers won't even notice. But to the staff, those phrases are a quiet signal that something very serious is unfolding. It's their way of keeping panic at bay while they handle the situation. So, next time you hear a strange, overly formal announcement, remember, it might not just be a random message, it could be a hidden emergency playing out right beside you. Number 3, the ATM trap. Spot an ATM right next to your gate and think, perfect quick cash before boarding? Not so fast. Those machines are some of the most expensive in the world. We're talking sky-high fees, ugly exchange rates, and fine print designed to quietly drain your wallet. On a single withdrawal, you could lose 10% or more. And if you're using a foreign card, it gets even worse. The smarter move? Grab your cash before you get to the airport or stick to using a credit card once inside, because that convenient airport ATM isn't just giving you money, it's taking it right back. Number 4, the germ magnet you never think about. That tray table in front of you, it might look harmless, but it's often the dirtiest thing on the entire plane. Studies have found more bacteria on tray tables than in the average public restroom stall. Why? Because most planes don't get a deep clean between flights, just a quick wipe down. Hundreds of hands, sneezes, and spilled drinks all pile up on the same surface you're about to eat off of. Even seatbelts and armrests carry germs from passengers before you. The fix is simple. Pack sanitizing wipes and do a quick clean the moment you sit down. Because what you can't see can definitely come home with you, but while germs might drain your health. Number 5, the ridiculous food markups. You're exhausted, your flight's delayed, and the only thing in sight is a soggy sandwich for the price of a steak dinner. Welcome to airport economics. Once you're past security, you're trapped in what's basically a monopoly. Every bottle of water, bag of chips, or candy bar is marked up sometimes 3 to 5 times the normal price. Even souvenirs, the ones you could grab downtown for a fraction of the cost, suddenly cost as much as a week's groceries. And here's the kicker. They know you'll pay. Hungry, stressed, and stuck with no other options, travelers become the perfect customers. So next time you're tempted by a $15 wrap or a $7 granola bar, remember, you're not just paying for food, you're paying for the privilege of being stuck behind security. Pack your own snacks because your wallet deserves better. Number 6, the secret world of luggage auctions. Every day, thousands of bags never make it back to their owners. Maybe a tag fell off, maybe it was misplaced in another country, or maybe nobody ever came to claim it. But here's the shocking part. Those bags don't just sit forgotten in some dusty back room. After a set amount of time, airports sell them off at public auctions, completely unopened. That means bidders are gambling on mystery suitcases that could contain designer clothes, jewelry, or a pair of smelly gym shoes from 2012. Some resellers actually make entire businesses out of flipping unclaimed luggage finds. So the next time you check your bag, remember, if it disappears long enough, it might become someone else's surprise treasure. Number 7, the lounge loophole. You've probably seen them, those glass doors leading into quiet lounges with plush chairs, free food, and people sipping champagne like it's a private club. Most travelers assume you need first-class tickets or elite status to get in, but here's the twist. Many lounges actually sell day passes for less than what you'd spend on a couple of overpriced airport sandwiches. Even better, some credit cards, including ones with no annual fee, quietly unlock free access. That means while everyone else is crammed at the gate fighting for outlets, you could be relaxing with Wi-Fi, snacks, and a cappuccino in peace. The catch? Hardly anyone knows they can walk in, but the airlines won't exactly advertise that because the crowded terminals are part of their money machine. And if you think that's sneaky, wait until you hear how airlines trick you into believing they're faster than they really are. Number 8, the flight time illusion. Ever landed and heard the captain proudly announce, "We've arrived early"? Sounds like a win, but it's actually one of the oldest tricks in the airline playbook. Most flight times are deliberately padded. Airlines quietly add extra minutes, sometimes even an hour, to the schedule. Why? So even if your plane runs late, it can still appear to be on time. It's not about efficiency, it's about perception. They look reliable, you feel relieved, and the statistics stay polished. So the next time you think you've beaten the clock, remember, you didn't land early. They just moved the finish line. Number 9, the pilot power nap. You're cruising at 35,000 feet, the seatbelt sign is off, and everything seems calm in the cabin. But here's the twist. Your pilot might actually be asleep. Sounds scary, right? Don't panic. On long-haul flights, pilots are allowed to take regulated naps in hidden compartments or reclining jump seats while the co-pilot or autopilot keeps the plane steady. It's all strictly monitored and perfectly legal. In fact, these short naps help pilots stay alert for critical moments like takeoff and landing. So next time you see a pilot step out of the cockpit mid-flight, don't worry, they're not slacking off. They're doing their job, making sure you land safely. And speaking of strange airline practices, sometimes the plane itself isn't even carrying passengers. Number 10, ghost flights. Why planes fly empty. Ever watched a plane take off with almost no one on board and wondered why it's not grounded? That's a ghost flight, and it's not a mistake. Airlines are locked into strict airport slot rules. If they don't use their takeoff and landing slots, they risk losing them to competitors. So instead of canceling, they sometimes fly almost empty jets just to keep that valuable slot active. It's costly, inefficient, and frankly bizarre, but to the airline, it's worth every penny. The next time you're waiting at the gate and see a nearly deserted flight, remember, the plane isn't flying nowhere. It's flying for the airline's advantage, and what happens next might surprise you even more, because even in ghost flights, your journey is still being quietly managed. That's it for today's secrets. Now you know airports aren't quite what they seem. If you found this eye-opening, make sure to subscribe to Airport Survival Guide, drop a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your next flight might just feel a little different.